went to record this, realized it was an hour long. So, this is gonna be a two-parter kind of thing, I think. Anyways, what's up YouTube? It's Onion Bomb here. Welcome back to some more Mob Psycho 100 reaction. Yes, I've already finished the show itself, seasons 1 and 2. But I looked and there was some OVAs that I didn't see, so I decided to react to them. The one we're looking at today is going to be, I think, an older one. I think this actually came out before season 2. It's called a Reigen OVA, so that's gonna be pretty cool. I would love to watch more Reigen. Reigen, though, was always a funny guy. So yeah, yeah, like I said, I looked. This is like an hour long. Honestly, I wasn't expecting that at all. I thought this was gonna be like maybe the length of an episode, maybe even like less, like length of an episode, like 10 minutes or so. But no, it's an hour long. So yeah. I mean, I want to watch it because I just do. I thought, you know, might as well like make a reaction of it, but an hour is probably a bit too long. So I think I'm gonna make this a two-parter. I know some of the Breaking Bad episodes and possibly Walking Dead episodes are gonna be coming up here. They're gonna be like hour long and stuff. So it's not impossible for me to do this in one reaction, but I think it's just gonna be better for two-parters. So that's what I'm gonna do. Like I said, this came out before season 2, so gotta empty my mind of all of season 2 and just remember, like, this takes place before season 1, or season 1. So probably should watch this before season 2, but oh well, I didn't really see it. I was just focused on the main show. It's probably not that big a deal, so might as well get started with it. Without further ado, let's get into this Reigen OVA. Yo, I love the social medias for this. MobTube, Psycho Book.
Today we have a very special guest with us. Please welcome Miss Sophia.
Oh no, not TV. This didn't go well for Reigen the first time.
Her new book, The Ability of Sight, is enthralling people everywhere and gaining quite a buzz through praise on social media. Consequently, her fortune-telling business is booked up for the next year. I'm so very grateful for all these blessings. And there's a surprising truth behind your bestseller, right? Indeed. Apparently, I was destined to hear the voice of God.
Ma, buddy, how's it going? You got a minute? You're on lunch break, huh? That's great, perfect. We're releasing a book.
A book?
You'll be my scribe. You just have to write down every single thing I say.
So what made you want to release a book?
I had a mind-blowing revelation. Listen up. We've exorcised all kinds of evil spirits. And we even managed to foil the plot of some evil esper organization called Claw.
Completely after season 1.
Not many people have experienced the type of things you and I have. Not write about them to give those stories to the world.
Money.
The new star of the paranormal world, Reigen Arataka, sharing his experiences through a book. It'll be a huge bestseller. Just imagine how much it would increase our workflow.
I mean, it would be a good story because I enjoyed watching it.
Second and third bestsellers.
Why was it be called Reigen, though?
This move will set us up as winners for the rest of our lives.
Really that easy? Don't you need a publisher and stuff?
Nah, there's no need for all that. Take a look. A system where people back different projects they feel are worthwhile.
So like Kickstarter.
These days, the world we live in is all about convenience. Here, I made some pamphlets too. Hand these out to your friends at school and promote it as much as you can. I already know how the book's going to start out. Listen up. Whether you believe it or not, the world around you is filled with strange phenomena. Mom, come on, you got a job here. Write this stuff down, let's go.
Oh, okay.
Is this the intro speech from the episode 1?
The world around you is filled with strange phenomena that science has yet to explain. And in those unfortunate moments when people come face to face with them,
they are helplessly thrown into the dark
first part of episode 1.
Every day, shining a ray of hope into that chaos. These warriors opposing the shadow.
All those season 2 characters, was that actually in episode 1 already?
You're in luck. I, Reigen Arataka, shall accept this job.
Oh, I haven't listened to this in a while. The season 1 intro. Huh.
The first story I'd like to share with you involves an evil spirit named Ceiling Crasher. I've got this! Salt
Splash!
Though I used table salt, I purified it with my psychic abilities, heightening its exorcism potency. He headed to a famous haunted location, the Honedo Tunnel. Alright then.
So this is gonna be like a season 1 recap too, I think. 'Cause this is episode 1. And there's the
The
Saitama
apparition that
picture.
haunted the place had an unfortunate motorcycle accident in the tunnel and became a bound spirit.
A little bit more information though in background. So this is gonna be cool still.
As you can see,
I, Reigen Arataka, the new star of the paranormal world, have been selflessly protecting the citizens of Seasoning City, unbeknownst to anyone
Monk's
for
just
quite some
writing
time.
this.
in Chapter 1.
Yeah, I guess. But that evil spirit named Ceiling Crasher you mentioned, wasn't I the one who exorcised it, Master?
You're such an idiot! I even told you back then! My powers are too strong. They would have melted our clients too. That's why I asked you to take care of it. We need to dramatize reality a little here. Not to mention,
Freaking
the
Reigen.
part planned out for you. Have no fear.
I'm in the book too.
Of course you are, Mob. You're my disciple. This part of the saga really began 3 years ago, when a curious young boy visited my office. It's just
This is a nice moment, but this is about the
Alright,
third
young man,
time
so what do you
we're
want?
seeing this.
Well,
But it doesn't matter
kinda
because
scary.
it's cool.
Shigeo Kageyama, also known as Mob, became my disciple. He underwent rigorous physical and mental training, and his psychic powers grew by leaps and bounds.
What? Fabrication level 45.
This eager young student's training was far from over. He could handle low-level spirits on his own. That's how much he'd grown through my teachings. Then there was the shady, masked religious cult, LOL.
This is where Dimple
Their
started.
leader, Dimple, who had brainwashed them through laughter.
It's crazy, like,
Going to need about 2 seconds to make you disappear, brat.
I like how they were like enemies
This
and now
was
they're
an
partners.
intense battle that agonized my poor, brave disciple. But thanks to my sound advice, he got through it without issue. Black Vinegar Middle
Yeah,
School. He was
Teru
the first
fight.
Esper, excluding myself.
That's
of
crazy,
course.
them
But
too.
my
Like they really fought and they were really friends. It's been a while.
Given psychic powers but choose not to use them to the level of average people.
Yeah, yo, Teru really
Potentials when you
changed.
have these powers is useless.
whose views were drastically contrary to that of my students, proclaimed himself the chosen one, and started a fierce battle where he tried to assert his superiority.
This was a good fight, though. Even though I like Teru better as a good guy than a bad guy, this is a good fight.
Brother, wake up, big brother. Come on, you'll catch a cold if you sleep here.
What? He's at a desk.
Oh, Ritsu, you haven't left your room at all lately, so I was getting worried.
That had to be a translation error.
He
That
hasn't
made
helped me
no
master with
sense.
his book. He said that I could write this chapter however I wanted.
Wait, Reigen's writing a book?
He's compiling our spiritual encounters and hoping to make a bestseller. Here.
Ugh, he probably got this idea while watching TV or something.
He's been at this book thing for quite a while now. That guy tricked your brother again, didn't he? Make sure you get paid, Shigeo.
Master said he'd give me my usual hourly pay, plus 0.2% of all the book sales.
That's even less than sales tax. Though I can't say I'm surprised.
Wow. Oh.
Okay, I think I get it.
He really does get stinged.
Just don't overdo it, okay?
All right. I'm so proud of my little brother Ritsu. Unlike me, who can't do anything without psychic powers, he can solve any problem using his head.
Of course. After all, you're my little brother.
And Ritsu didn't have
But
psychic powers.
Because I hadn't learned how to control them, I ended up
Oh, yeah.
hurting the brother I loved so much.
We're gonna get this in more of a scene. Nah, I think it was just with the flashes again. I would love to see this moment in like a scene actually.
I missed.
Ritsu, You did it! You've wanted them for so long. Do you remember?
Yeah, he
Back
was
when you
trying
were
to
a little
fight
kid,
here.
You'd cry your eyes out because you couldn't bend spoons. It's over.
At least this didn't last too
Can
long.
tell that's all just a lie.
This is cool to see because I'm glad I had to rewatch these like fights. Oh, still slap. See, so many people were bad and now are good. Like even this guy's good now. Still crazy.
Just kidding.
Same spray Reigen tried to use against that one like muscle psychic guy. Chapter
We're now
3.
entering the final chapter of the book.
Fine.
Make sure to give it your all, okay?
Right.
To save Mob's brother and the others, I made the decision to infiltrate their hideout alone. Of course, I knew it'd be dangerous.
Oh my god. Is that like his secret lair? Or is supposed to be? Fabrication 72. That looked like the Bat Cave.
And waiting for me just outside of their lair, the organization's upper echelon.
Oh my god. They really put Reigen's face on
Is
terror.
that all you've got?
My powers are pretty impressive, huh?
Reigen
Airwaves were
versus
slightly
Tyranno.
troublesome, but if attack us to overwhelm me with numbers, you're doomed to fail. As a side note, while I was infiltrating Claw's hideout, I ran into some riffraff who were clearly
side
low-level
note,
agents.
when he
but
actually
there wasn't
showed
even
up.
need to use my powers when dealing with them. Sometimes words are even more powerful than psychic abilities.
When it comes to Reigen,
The
it
next
sure
Esper
does
agent
seem
that was
like
sent
it.
out was a man named Matsuo who was extremely shady.
Oh my god, he's
How would you
taking
like to become
Dimple's
my
fight
ghost,
too.
Go! After that bastard!
Oh my.
What you're seeing is true pyrokinesis. The ability to wield fire at will.
Bro, the
Had the
face
ability to
on
wield
like
fire was
Teru
rather
and people is
powerful. I
hilarious.
thought facing him
Oh, it's like Reigen made this himself.
This man's battle mode was definitely impressive, but the difference between our abilities was just too great.
My god.
You shouldn't make me angry, because that's a big no-no with Reigen Arataka, the new star of the
He's just
paranormal
doing
world.
everything.
Hey, Mob, what are you doing? Your hand isn't even moving. This is quality stuff. Write it down.
Were you actually the one who
Don't be a moron. I told you before, we need to dramatize things a little. That's serious. That would have happened anyway. So I'm not exactly lying. am I? Don't. Let's continue.
Alright, that's gonna do it for this video. Got about a half an hour left, so, of course, you know, of reacting, that's not gonna be, like, real time, like, edit parts out and stuff, you guys know. But, I am gonna do this in 2 parts, I think, just to try it out. Like I said, I probably could have done it all in 1 video, but I think I'm feeling more of a 2-parter for this. So that's what we're gonna do. But before go, a little bit of discussion. So pretty much what this OVA is Reigen saw on TV that this mind reader, I think, mind reader, fortune teller, or something like that, was creating a book. And she was doing really successful with it. You know, another like scam con artist type of thing. So he thought he saw the money, so he wanted to make a book, and he decided to make a book on Mob and Reigen's adventures, aka what happened in season 1. Although a little bit fabrication and making up stuff, even though it was a good adventure, he doesn't even need to do that. But he's making himself look a bit better with, you know, especially in the claw fight. He's like taking a bunch of Teru's fights, I think all of Teru's fights, and he's taking Dimple's fight. He's crediting himself for training Mob. It's pretty funny how they're editing it too. Like, they're literally editing it like Reigen would edit like this. Like they're like literally putting in a picture of Reigen, but like they're still like, you can still see like Teru in the back, and like they're just like keyframing Reigen's head on like other people, like Teru and the person Dimple possessed. So it's really funny. What this pretty much is, it's just a recap of season 1, you know, an OVA to get ready for season 2. So I mean, like, it's not exactly 100% recap because they're changing a little bit of things, and like, you know, they're if you watch this without watching season 1, you could tell what really happened, but like it doesn't like actually say, like, clarify that Reigen wasn't the actual person to fight this. It was, you know, Teru and Dimple and whoever actually fought the fight. But yeah, I like how they're doing this though. I really do. I really like how it's a recap of season 1, but like they're adding to it, and like they're making it a bit funny. They're like, there's a comical thing here, aspect here, so that's really cool. It's also interesting for me now because like I said, I've already watched season 1 and 2, so going back and seeing these like season 1 moments is really cool. Like the moment Dimple and Mob first met, the moment Mob and Teru first went, these old claw fights. It's just really cool because it's seeing like how far this show's come. Like Dimple wasn't a bad guy. I mean, he's still kind of shady, but I think, like I said, I think Dimple's good at heart. Teru was even a bad guy. He really changed. Even Ritsu was like trying to fight Mob at one point, but never did. He was just being a little bit rude. And then all the claw scars, like, are pretty much they were bad. So that's all pretty cool. I always think this show does a lot of things well, and I guess you can add OVAs to this list because yeah, this is a pretty well done one because, so, you know, OVAs are usually like extra little tidbits, and sometimes, you know, there are recap ones, and this recap one is doing it a little bit with a unique twist, I think. So I think it's pretty cool. I can't wait to finish this off. It's gonna be funny how Reigen tells the claw boss, although with a half an hour left, we're actually coming down to the season 1 recap. Like, I don't know if there's gonna be more or not. I hope there's a little bit more. That'd be really cool. But yeah, we're almost at the claw boss fight. So yeah, we're literally about to like see them regroup in jail, and that's where we're gonna pick it up and see how Reigen tells the claw fight, and then we'll see from there. So logic tells me that that's too much, I mean too little for a half an hour more, so I think we're gonna get a little bit more. And you know, there's already like break moments too, like moments with Reigen and Mob talking about the book, and like Ritsu and Mob talking about the book, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I like it. But that's gonna do it for me now. I will be, like I said, doing the next half of this and as a part 2, so stay tuned for that on my channel. And if you missed any of my Mob Psycho 100 or Mob Psycho 102 reactions, they're all up, they're all there, so make sure you check those out, so you know, can get my initial reaction to some of these season 1 fights, and even the season 2 ones. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe or don't subscribe, no, it's up to you. I'll see you guys in the next video you watch it from me. Goodbye.
Wanna tangle, I can feel them try to grab me by the ankles. I can hear them all start to say my name, oh. But it's not about the money or the fame, no. No, it's all about me just doing my thing, yo. Cause I'm loving what I do and I won't change, no. I feel blessed, I could do this every day.